do not ask questions until you are asked to ask questions. So, XO. Okay, so O, X.
Do not ask.
Yeah, do not ask.
It's negative. So
Negative.
ask.
Ask. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you can ask questions.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely. No, please.
It's fine to ask questions. I mean, when you're first coming in, you're probably not going to be the first one talking. You'll say hello, have a seat, whatever, the other person. But they'll probably set out the structure and how the interview's going to go, right? So, your first thing to do there is just make a good impression, smile, eye contact, those basic things, have a firm handshake. But as the interview progresses, don't just sit there and not talk. Obviously, don't just respond to questions. I think if you do ask a lot of questions in the right manner, it does show how much you're interested in the role itself. It gives you an opportunity to learn more about the other person in the room as well. It shows that you're curious and maybe you're passionate and how much you want that role while you're here, but do your homework so you're not asking silly questions. So stay on topic, obviously. But just it's a conversation, right? It's not a one-way street.
I agree that questions should come up. As long as you have a question that comes up, you should definitely ask. You shouldn't hold back because at the end of the day, they're also trying to evaluate how willing you are to engage in a conversation with them. And one tip that you could perhaps consider is before you go in, you obviously do your research on the company. But in particular, if you can find out who the actual person's interviewer is going to be, and understand what sort of work, what line of work he does. Did he work on certain projects that have been in the press? Do some research there. You can then even take that conversation to another level by actually asking questions not only on what he's been working on, but also to be able to ask, well, where does his business or his project go next? I think that kind of exploratory discussion really does demonstrate initiative, and then on top of that, a genuine interest to really learn and try and engage in what that company is doing.
So basically we're saying you should stalk your interviewers on LinkedIn or social media. I would put questions in two buckets. First one is you should prepare and always have a list of 3 to 5 questions to present to the interviewer, because they will always finish up by saying, so do you have any questions? So come up with 3, 5 very intelligent, specific questions for them. And then on the other bucket is just basically general flow. So as we mentioned before, when you're in discussion and you want to clarify or just go with the flow of the conversation, obviously it makes sense, and you look very astute and smart when you come up with the questions to help the conversation follow along.
This is one of the secrets that I always use is I ask the first question right as I introduce myself. Why? Because it allows them, many of these interviewers are interviewing at least 3, if not 8, 10 people in that one day. And so they'll always remember that one person that asked and made it easy for them, because it's usually the other way around. It's like, all right, let me give you a resume, walk me through your resume, right? And so you lose a lot of that characteristic of who you are. And so if you ask a question that's thoughtful, that you've done your research, it does 3 things. Number 1, it tells you you've done your research. Number 2, it tells that you have some content, substance you can talk about, and that you're just not going to answer the questions like it's an interrogation. And then mostly number 3, it shows that you're a person. And so a lot of times these interviews are really tense and everyone's really, and so asking that, showing you're a person, they're saying this person's interesting. They'll remember that at the end of the day, because at the end of the day they rank or somehow sort of judge everyone they've interviewed with. And they'll remember, oh yeah, that person asked me a question at the beginning. A little weird, but it was great. And so that's the tactic that I would always use.
앞에서 다들 말씀하셔가지고 특별히 더할 거는 없는 것 같은데, 저는 아까 말씀하신 대로 좀 주의를 할 필요는 있을 것 같아요. 그러니까 성향에 따라서 인터뷰어 중에서는 본인이 먼저 리드를 하고 싶어하는, 본인이 먼저 질문을 던지고 거기서 답을 원하는 인터뷰어가 있을 수도 있는데, 먼저 인터뷰이가 질문을 잘못 던지면, 아주 스마트한 질문을 던지면 상관이 없겠지만 좀 튀어보겠다고 하면서 뭔가 질문을 던졌는데 상대방이랑 안 맞는 질문이 된 경우에는 그게 오히려 독이 될 수 있으니까 그거는 좀 주의를 하시는 게 맞을 것 같고, 결국에 인터뷰라는 게 목적 자체가 하이어를 하고자 하는 사람이랑 하이어 되고 싶은 사람 둘 사이에 뭔가 인포메이션 어시메트리가 있으니까 이거를 줄이려고 만나가지고 과연 저 사람이 우리한테 필요한 사람인가, 내가 이 회사가 나한테 맞는 회사인가, 이걸 알기 위해서 가는 거잖아요. 그러니까 그 질문을 할 때도 마찬가지로, 물론 이 인터뷰어들은 그 본인들이 해온 그 경험대로 쭉 리스트가 있고 그때 상황을 봐서 이 사람을 평가할 질문들이 많이 있겠지만, 인터뷰이 입장에서도 내가 이 회사가 과연 내가 그냥 제발 뽑아주시기만 하면 감사합니다 하고 들어갈 그런 게 아니라, 과연 이 회사가 나랑 맞는 핏이 맞는가, 이거를 판단해야 되니까 그걸 위한 준비는 하고 그 질문들은, 그렇다고 해서 대놓고 여기 연봉만 높은가요? 뭐 이런 식의 질문을 한다든가, 아니면 여기 야근 많이 하나요? 늦게 퇴근하나요? 뭐 이런 식의 질문들은 되게 나이프하고 별로 듣기 안 좋은 질문이고, 그걸 좀 더 회사의 컬처를 알고 싶으면 좀 컬처를, 뭐 예를 들어서 최근에 하이어한 사람들 중에서 가장 하이어 잘 된 사람들은 어땠나요? 어떤 사람들이었나요? 뭐 아니면 이 회사에서 퍼포먼스를 이밸류에이션 할 때는 제가 어떻게 하면 이 회사에서 가장 퍼포먼스를 잘 이밸류에이션 받을 수 있을까요? 뭐 이런 식으로 우회적으로 물어봐가지고 과연 이 회사가 내가 원하는 회사랑 맞는지, 그런 거를 질문을 통해서 판단할 수 있는 방법이 있을 것 같아요.